ship after ship after ship. If you are looking for an infinite farm of Starfield ships, you are in the right place. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly where to go in order to steal an endless stream of ships completely free. New ships land literally every 15 seconds, and that includes Class C ships, so you'll be able to get the strongest ships in the game with no effort required. Not only that, but you can also root around on the onboard storage and the safes and come away with thousands of credits and high tier gear. So the method of this ship farm is all about finding a ship spawn points. Ship spawn points are designated landing pads where ships will land over and over again infinitely. These are random, but the places they tend to show up in is in the rocky desert biome. So look for a planet with the rocky desert biome and you will have a high chance of finding a ship spawn points. For me, I've gone to a planet called Arachna, which is in the Delta Pavonis system. You could also try this on a moon or any biome with a flat featureless surface, but this is basically where I just found my one. I wouldn't suggest looking in mountainous regions or regions with a lot of vegetation, as you won't find a ship spawn points, at least in my experience. Now, once you land, boost as high as you can into the sky and whip out your scanner. Using the scanner, you want to look for the icon of the ship landing site. This looks like a flag. As you can probably tell, I have an endless boost mod active here, so my boost never runs out, but you can really easily do this without boosting. Just stay on the ground, whip out the scanner, and look for the icon. But I'm just using this boost to give you a view from way up in the sky, as it really highlights just how much this landing pad stands out. As you can see, the terrain around the icon has actually formed itself into a sort of natural landing pad with a completely flat surface shaped into a circle or a ring. So let's go over to it and take a closer look and you will see what I mean. This is a complete giveaway that this is a ship spawn point, and it's even better when you have the upgraded scanner, as you can use this to zoom in and get a better look. Also, with the upgraded scanner, you can press the use button while hovering your cursor over the icon, and this will identify exactly what sort of location it is and remove all doubt. But again, you can find these ship landing sites without boosting into the sky at all or without upgrading your scanner, so you can do this at any point in the game. As we get closer, we can see that this looks indeed like a natural landing pad, like it's slightly raised up and completely flat on top, only it is natural and not artificial. And this is exactly where ships will land. Once you're close, it will show up as a ship landing site on your HUD and start prompting ships to spawn. But we don't want them to spawn just yet, because we need to make sure we save the location of this place so we know exactly where it is. To do that, a base is needed. So bring up your outpost HUD and select a beacon. Now run precisely 100 meters away and lay down your beacon. You cannot build within 100 meters of a location, so that's why we need to get at least 100 meters away. Once you've reached the required distance, you can construct a beacon, and now you have a convenient fast travel point, so you can keep coming back here as much as you want. The next step is to force a ship to spawn. Luckily, this is incredibly easy. All you have to do is head to Venus, and you could probably guess what we're going to do here. We're going to wait on Venus for 24 hours because time passes much more quickly on Venus. Once we've waited, go back to the planet and a ship will spawn in. Now, I've built myself a full outpost on Venus, complete with a sleeping bag, but you don't really need an outpost to wait on Venus. You can just land in your ship and sleep in one of your chairs. That is just fine. All you want to do is just make the time pass. As I say, once you have slept 24 hours, head back to the planet. But wait, don't land on the planet just yet. Instead, go into orbit above the planet. So fly to the system, but don't land. Now, when you're in space, save the game. Make a manual save rather than a quick save. This means you can keep reloading the save, and each time you reload, you will generate a new ship. So a new ship will spawn. This means you can keep farming ships in literally seconds. Reload the save, land on the planet, and get a new ship. So now we're ready, after saving the game, to touch down. Land at your outpost beacon and listen out for the sound of a ship. It's really dark here, but that doesn't matter because we will be able to hear the ship's engine roaring over everything. 9 times out of 10, a ship will land within 15 seconds, a mere 100 meters away, right at that convenient landing site. Then you can just run on over and steal it. It is completely random what ship you're going to get. It might be a Class A, it might be a Class B, or a Class C. I have seen them all. One thing I do recommend though is hiding around the side of the ship when the entrance ramp ramp lowers. This is because sometimes enemies will emerge from the entrance ramp and start fighting you immediately. And if this happens, then the ship pilot will immediately lock the doors, preventing you from entering the ship. Sometimes they'll actually even close the entrance ramp while you're on it and take off, ejecting you out of the ship and giving you quite a long fall back to the ground. If you can hide from the enemies who emerge from the ship, however, you can then sneak on board and steal the ship. Do expect to have a shootout with the people on board because, well, you're not really authorized to be here. But that is a good thing because a lot of them will drop a rare piece of gear, so you can get that for free along with the ship. Feel free also to check out the safe and the storage locker in the cockpit, as there's usually a few thousand credits there. Now sit in the pilot seat, making sure all the hostiles are taken care of, and the ship is yours. This one, to be honest, is not great. It's a Class A Ecliptic Stiletto 2, but that's fine because if you don't like what ship you get, simply reload the save you made earlier and try again. A brand new ship, as I say, will land. So when you reload the save, you'll end up back in space above the planet. From here, simply touch down at the beacon again and listen out for the sound of a ship landing. Look above to find it and then run on over to the spawn point. Well, to be honest, you don't even need to wait for it to land. You could just start running over to the landing pad immediately after touching down because you know it's going to spawn. It spawns 9 out of 10 times, so you're basically just saving time. Then again though, that said, there is a danger. You will get squished, so do look out where exactly you're standing. So yeah, if you want to roll a different ship, keep reloading your save and trying again. You can use your scanner to identify the make and model of the ship before you even enter. This one, as we can see, is a Vista 3, a very nice ship. I'm definitely having that. Looking at the ship through your scanner to see what type of ship it is before entering is helpful because it just means you don't waste your time on something trash. Now, this ship in particular has a quest associated with it. It's landed for me before. I actually made a video on this earlier. This is one of the best Class C ships in the game. Everyone is really nice to you as well inside, so you don't have to fight anyone. However, when you meet the captain in the cockpit, he seems to be mistaking you for a courier of some sort. When you choose the lie option, he gives you a package to deliver. And when you go and try and sit in the chair to steal the ship, there is no option to do so. You can't take over the ship. However, there is a way you can steal the ship. You just have to follow the steps in the video linked above. When you do so, you can actually make all the crew disappear and steal this ship instantly. So if you want to get your hands on it, click the video above. My favorite ship I got from this ship farm though has to be the Class C Crimson Fleet Wraith. It comes down, the Crimson Fleet get out, and they don't even fight me since I'm a member of the Crimson Fleet myself. So I climb aboard and head directly to the cockpits. Once there, I help myself to what's inside the safe and also what's in the storage, and no one stops me because I outrank everyone. I go to fly the ship though, and I get a message saying I can't because obviously people are already flying it. So unfortunately, I do have to end the lives of everyone on board. Apologies for that one. That results, of course, in a bounty, but if you eliminate all witnesses, that bounty disappears. So you are definitely incentivized to increase the scope of your rampage. You know, should you ever feel the need to start a rampage to begin with. You might even get 1 or 2 rare drops from your enemies though, so if you are going to engage in combat, make sure to take out everyone. Once the entire crew is gone, I can sit in the pilot seat. From here, this ship is now mine, a brand new Class C Crimson Fleet Wraith. But what if you've stolen a ship, you're happy with it, and you want another one? Well, all you have to do is fly back to Venus, wait 24 hours, and head back to the planet again. A brand new ship will land, and you can steal it all over again. This Starfield Infinite Ship Farm is the place that keeps on giving. Unlimited ships, plus credits and gear hidden in the safes on board, all for free. So that is my favourite Starfield ship farm. Let me know how you get on with that one, guys. If you enjoyed it, consider sponsoring me over at patreon.com/gamingwithgriffin and subscribe to the channel for more Starfield videos.